Is this your first time in the south of France?
In this particular part of it, I've been down near the Spanish border.
With all the languages you speak, do you speak French?
No.
No?
I only speak two.
Oh, I thought you spoke a lot of them.
No.
You weren't that good in San Mateo High?
I took Spanish.
We all did. Started out with Latin, and that didn't work.
No,
The
I
French
didn't even
didn't
try
work.
Latin. And I spoke Spanish before I spoke English, so I figured that'd be a snap, which it wasn't.
Yeah. Did you do, were you, oh, of course you did well. You were a Rhodes Scholar in San Mateo High. You must have gotten straight A's all.
No. I got like about a B plus average, I think. I did a lot. I did better in college after that.
You got
Because
a
I think I got scared.
plus. We wouldn't have spoken to you in my day. Any guy that got a B plus, we thought there was something wrong with him. What's the matter with that guy?
Oh, my mother wanted me to do well.
In my class, it was better to flunk out.
Yeah, it was. It was even then, but I think she had instilled in me, the fact that you've got to do something better when you get bigger.
Do you regret whenever you look back that you hadn't done something more at that time in your life? Or gone another direction that would be more helpful to you now?
I wish I had gotten more into music, because that's primarily what I'm doing now.
You weren't in music at all?
Well, I was. I had taken piano lessons, but I hated it. And then I liked to play the guitar, and I took about 2 lessons, and the guy was very jazzed about it, and I was more interested in football. And so I never took any more lessons on it, and I really regret that, because if I had been as into that as I were into sports, I'd be playing like Chet Atkins now or something, But
Hank Williams was the big hero for you, wasn't he?
Yeah. Remember when we did the show and Hank Jr. was on it? His mother called me up, and Hank did as well, Hank Jr., and thanked me for sticking up for his daddy that night. I just got chills thinking about that.
Your life has really, you talk about San Mateo High, your life has taken a lot of unusual but interesting turns, hasn't it?
Well, look at us now.
I know. Does this lifestyle impress you, Kris?
Well, it's a nice place to visit. I mean, Rita comes out of Memphis and everything.
Do you, Rita?
Yeah.
From Nashville, but she did her music first in Memphis.
What are your first thoughts as you see this?
It's great to be here.
Do you see a different lifestyle here than...
Well, I would imagine that that there's a different thing happening now with the festival here.
Yeah.
The food's fantastic. That's
That's the best
it's
part.
taken a long time to get that together.
Because you two are staying up at St. Paul de Vence, which has to be...
It's like the best of all possible worlds. We thought we'd died and gone to heaven when we went there.
Not an automobile in the middle of town.
No.
Right?
Oh, it's too small.
I know.
But
Couldn't get a car in.
It's a great vacation. We have to play at the Kennedy Center in 2 days. So 3 days. We're leaving in a couple days to go back there. But it's been a great layout. And we've got to meet, like I said before, Malcolm and Benjamins and some of those people.
Sure. George Siegel.
Yeah.
This-
I knew George.
Is this the
before.
best time of your life right now, Kris? Is this what you're enjoying?
I don't know.
Right now.
I guess
I
right
mean, you
now.
have everything going for you. Your music is a smash. Rita's with you. Her music is a smash.
Yeah.
You've made an album together. You're now a movie star. There can't be much more happiness than that,
No,
can
I think it's about as good as it gets. It's got to be downhill for me.
there? No, don't say that. You just have to work to sustain it.
Hey, well, the thing is, though, if you asked me the question, a year ago or whenever we did the show, I'd have probably said then that was the best time.
Yeah.
And then we're at another level now, and we'll probably be at another level a year from now. I'll run into you on the moon or something.
First interview.
Hey, there's Merv Griffin.
Is one more satisfying than the other? Except they're a combination of both. Singing is acting.
Yeah, the performing and the acting are a lot alike.
Who took the chance on you as an actor?
The first film I did was Cisco Pike, and it was Columbia.
Right.
It did. I don't know who took the chance. I think I was the last resort. They had about a week to select a guy in, and I showed up. But Paul took a chance.
Right.
Paul Mazursky, who did his Bloom in Love.
Right.
And it worked out really well.
What do you play in Bloomin'?
Just kind of a drifter who's living with Siegel's wife after they split up. It was very, very easy to make.
The drifter part?
Yeah, I was just wearing my own clothes, and Paul Mazursky is really an easy director to work with. I was glad I had that right before going down with Sam in
Billy the Kid.
yeah, because that was a little harder, but it was interesting too.
I've seen Billy the Kid now in several movies. Yeah, I've seen him portrayed in black boots as a sneering, miserable. I mean, he's almost like Hamlet. Many actors have played him many different ways.
Oh yeah.
How do you play him, Kris?
Well, we try to play it as close to all the stuff that I could read about him. You know, he was the guy had a lot of charisma. You know, he was he was not illiterate. I've read letters that he's written out of jail. You know, to the governor. He was a pretty complex guy, and kind of a victim of the times. And I think that's the way they play it. Sort of a. Did you ever see a film that Kirk Douglas was in about? I think it was Lonely or the Brave or something. He was the last cowboy or something.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't really fit in.
Right.
Well, it's something like that. Like the territory was expanding, you know, and they wanted business to come in. They had to run all the reputation for lawlessness out of there. And the kid didn't want to change, you know.
Let me take a break and we'll talk some more about this.
Okay.
We'll be back after this message. Where's home now for you, Kris?
Wherever we like.
Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inns of America or whatever.
You haven't settled into a plot of ground and a house?
Nashville is still my home, but we haven't had time to get a place yet.
Well, after all,
Hope to do it sometime. I don't even own a car.
You don't own anything?
No, my guitar and my clothes.
Is that part of a philosophy of
No.
yours?
I wish I could say it were, but it's just a day-by-day living that we do. We're on the road so much. You know, when we got back after doing Sam's movie down in Durango, we got booked immediately on the road, and we've been on it since.
Is the Peck and Paw film, what is the name of it?
Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid.
Right. Is it a violent, typical, tough Peck and Paw movie?
It's violent. Of course, the story is violent, but it's got more character colors than your average Western, I think. You know, Coburn was terrific in it, and Bob Dylan's in it.
Oh, I know.
And he's got a tremendous presence on the screen. He plays kind of a mysterious character, which he is anyway, and he's doing the music for it. I don't know how it's going to come out because they're rushing the deadline on when it has to be done. It's about a week, I think, they're coming out with it, which hasn't given them much time to cut it. But the few scenes that I saw were really heavy. It's Pearl Harbor.
The way of music now. Your next engagement with Kennedy Center.
Yeah, that'll be
What is that? A
the
special?
day after we leave here.
And will both you and Rita be in this show?
Yeah,
Good.
we've been working together for about a year now.
I know, it's great.
And just did the album. And the band's getting really good. We've combined both of our bands. So it's all getting easy. I think maybe you're right. This is the best time.
It is the best time, sure, with a movie career.
Yeah,
now, the next big step in your life probably be picking a town, whether it be Memphis or Nashville, to settle down.
Yeah, I don't really know where
Someday
it will
build
be.
that house. Hasn't a particular house been
Yeah,
going
that
around in
sounds
your
great.
head?
That sounds great. But right now we're just playing it by ear, taking advantage of the fact that they want to book you in a concert because that could end in a year or whatever, and sock it away and get a house.
Where's your immediate family, Kris? Mother,
my
father?
My mother lives down in. Oops, boy, you almost lost me to the
Right
drink.
into the sea. Kris Kristofferson was lost in
Fading
the
off
Riviera.
into the sunset. Down in Fallbrook, California. It's near San Diego.
Right.
And my brother's living down there now, and my sister's out in Hawaii with her husband who just got out of Vietnam.
Where's your family, Rita?
They're in California now.
Oh, they are in
all moved to
California.
California.
Is it Indian on both sides?
Yeah, there's some on both sides, mostly my father's side.
What particular tribe?
Cherokee,
American
I think.
Indian. I think it's Cherokee, but
from that part of the
Nobody
country.
knows for sure.
Second generation, third generation, or
It's, what is it,
It's your
second?
grandmother, whatever that is.
Is that third? I'm third, yeah.
where'd you meet the two of you? Is that
In an
too personal?
airport.
Did you?
I was flying from Los Angeles back to Nashville, and she was going to Memphis. And I got off the plane in Memphis with her and didn't go to Nashville. But we've been together since then.
It's a really nice story.
It's kind of weird. But
Did you know that who she
I
was?
didn't know who she was.
Did you know that?
And she had seen me the one time on your show, and that's the only.
It's amazing what that little show of mine can do.
Oh, see.
Bring people together, get them out of the business.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wish you both well. It's been
Hey,
a
well, I
nice
hope-
surprise for us to see you in the south
It
of
was a
France.
surprise to see you too.
It's
a long way from San Mateo.
Kids did all right.
Where do you reckon we'll be next year?
I don't know, and you don't know. You're the drifter.
But
I'm a Southern California resident. But we never know where we can find you.
well, we both turned up here. We could both turn up on the moon.
That's right. Somewhere on that vast road. Thank you, Rita Coolidge, and thank you, Kristofferson.
I want to know how to walk off here without falling off.
Not
Very
backwards.
easy. We'll be back after this message.